What's the best way to tell a love story? Well, there are a couple different ways really. One could be chronologically. For example, it was December 10th, 2009 when Tyler first laid eyes on Danielle. Although initially stymied, deep down he knew their paths would cross. They were simply friends for a while, making memories at tailgates, frat parties, and walks to what she thought was the Rockefeller tree. It was March 18th, 2011 when they had their first kiss. Long wait, right? But worth every second. It was July 27th, 2011 when they first started dating, and September 22nd when they first said the big L word. As Jack Reinhardt would say, bing bang boom, and on June 7th, 2015 they became engaged for a wedding on September 17th, 2016. But that doesn't tell the whole story.
Another way to tell the story would be with numbers. The happy couple has been to 12 countries, 14 if you count layovers, 20 states, and 1 District of Columbia. They have a combined 4 degrees, 3 of which are hers, and 4 driving tickets, 3 of which are his. One day they will have one last name. But again, we are getting ahead of ourselves. We think the best way to tell the story would be to rewind even further and learn a little more about the people who have shaped their lives. For example, there's Josh Reinhardt, Tyler's best man and the shortest of the Reinhardt boys. Always the one to point out a good time, Josh frequently makes the happy couple happier with his presence. Maybe that's because he is such a joker.
Across the aisle on the wedding day will be Lindsay Martin, Wilson, Danielle's matron of honor. A vivacious Virgo, Lindsay has always been the one Danielle looks to for guidance and for advice on how to dance to a Chris Brown song. It's breezy. Next to Lindsay will be Colleen Gibbons. The inspiration for an Earth, Wind, and Fire song, Colleen has known Danielle since the day she was born, and Colleen turned 6 months on the dot. Colleen, affectionately known as the Third Musketeer, has always been the one this relationship leans on. Get it, lean. Like Colleen?
On the other side of the ledger is Brett Martin, star cornerback for the Centerville Wildcats in 2011. Brett is a first-class kind of guy with an economy-class pool skill. He can spoil any episode of Game of Thrones, but carries a lovely tune during the caroling party. Potentially grinding up behind Brett is Leonard Van Wingerden IX, or Lenny as we call him. Lenny has been a roommate, teacher, and golfing partner of Tyler's as long as he can remember. The one who made Gavin DeGraw and Kings of Leon successful, Leonard cannot seem to do the same for his fantasy football team, but we love him anyway.
Standing across the way is lovely mother of 3 beautiful children, Melissa Van Wingerden. Melissa nearly lost 3 fingers during a frigid biking trip in Pittsburgh, PA. Luckily, the only injury that day was from Tyler's spill on the railroad tracks. Following that up is Mackenzie Swislowski. An accomplished 5K athlete, Mackenzie has been searching for Alice since 2013. She is an excellent Easter egg painter, and you may recognize her from her big break on Say Yes to the Dress.
Next up is Henry Swislowski. Henry won Bottle King Employee of the Month for 8 straight months in 2012, and it was there that he found a neon beer sign for Tyler. Tragically, the light was lost when Tyler's Hyundai Santa Fe was defeated in a battle with an 18-wheeler. At bat now is Lane Michael Wilson. Lane is a savvy investor, both professionally and recreationally. Known to fall asleep at any given time, Lane can occasionally be found making whiskey smokestacks in the kitchen and whipping the Waboba ball around the ocean.
Standing across from Lane will be Robin Reinhardt, co-founder of the Reinhardt Turkey Tribe. She is an amazing wife, an awesome mother, and will make Danielle proud as a bridesmaid. And as the old adage goes, I'll give thanks to that. And here comes Katie Thompson, everyone's favorite ginger. Katie was the first guest the happy couple had at both apartments in Pittsburgh, and it is oh so fitting that it was at Katie's house on December 31st, 2010 that Tyler first told Danielle he liked her.
Across the aisle is Luke White, the only one the Reinhardts thought Tyler might marry instead of Danielle. You probably know Luke from his signature accomplishments, his back-to-back Summer Wiffle Classic titles, and the fastest dry heave after a shotgun in Pittsburgh history. Way to make Mark and Kathy proud, Luke. Rounding out the boys is Brendan Gibbons, aka DJ No Clue. Brendan is a sucker for a solid dinosaur joke and is on top of the power rankings for his hilarious Snapchats. But above all else, Brendan is known for being able to shake it like no other.
And of course, there's Mackenzie Lucier, arguably Tyelle's biggest fan. Kent has given Danielle and Tyler tours of both the Atlantic and the Pacific, but her look ma, no hands dance moves are as cool as the Arctic. And that about wraps it up. Did I forget something?
Yeah, something big.
Oh, yeah.
We were hoping that future Olympic soccer star Riley Van Wingerden will join the party as a junior bridesmaid.
And it would be our honor if Miss Chandelier herself, Colby Van Wingerden,
would walk with the All-American stud Logan Van Wingerden
as flower girl
and ring bearer.
So, after putting some thought into it, telling a tale based on a timeline or numbers can be pretty effective, but the story would be incomplete without the people that helped us along the way.
We love you all so much, so will you make our special day that much more special?